Hello everyone, I am Palak Payal. Today I am talking about one of the most beautiful and emotional books I have ever read, and the book name is Tuesdays with Morrie. The author of this book is Mitch Albom. So Mitch Albom is an American author and journalist, also a screenwriter, and this book is actually based on his real life story, not a fiction. It is about his conversations with his college professor, whose name is Morrie Swartz, who was in the last stage of his life after being diagnosed with ALS. It is a disease that slowly paralyzes the whole body of a person. Every Tuesday, Mitch would visit Morrie at his home. They would sit together, talk, laugh, and reflect on life, and those heartfelt conversations became the chapters of this book. What makes this book so special is how simple yet profound it is. Each Tuesday lesson touches on something universal like love, work, family, forgiveness, and the meaning of life itself. Morrie does not teach through theories, he teaches through his way of living and accepting death peacefully. It is almost like he turns dying into an art of teaching, showing how to truly live before it is too late. Now, coming to some of my favorite quotes and part from this book, the first one is something that just stayed with me. Once you learn how to die, you learn how to live. It is a quote from this book, and I know it sounds heavy, but it is actually comforting. Morrie believed that when you accept that life will end someday, you start living more deeply, appreciating moments, people, and love. Another beautiful line from this book only is the most important thing in life is to learn how to give out love and to let it come in. It is such a simple truth, but one we forget in the chaos of trying to prove ourselves in our day to day life. Now, on a personal note, I remember reading this book during a time when I was feeling a little lost. You know, that phase where you are constantly rushing, trying to do something big, trying to be someone. I was overthinking everything, my studies, my goals, my future, everything. But when I read Morrie's words, it was like someone had pressed pause on all that noise. He reminded me that it is okay to slow down, it is okay to breathe, and it is okay if your definition of success does not look like everyone else's. Morrie's calmness in the face of death made me question, if he could smile while dying, why can't I live with a little more gratitude while being alive? Yes, that is a question you need to ask yourself. After finishing the book, I genuinely started valuing small things more. A meaningful conversation, a quiet morning, or even a simple "How are you?" from someone who really cares. So, if you have not read it yet, I would truly recommend picking it up. It is a small book, but the lessons they will stay with you forever. Thank you for watching, and if this review resonated with you, don't forget to like, share or comment what your biggest takeaway from this book was. See you in the next video. Bye.